try to get down this hill here without sliding and falling. That would be a bad start to this video. I'm hearing sirens for the last 4 minutes. Hope it's not too bad. Whatever emergency is going on. That's a fire truck, ambulance, or cop. Let's see what. Sounds like they're coming this way. Well, they might be a while. Yeah, you can see, oh, there you go. That looks like a, yeah, police SUV cruiser. So anyways, besides that, hello. Today is Thursday, February 6th. The time right now is approximately 6:41 p.m. And I'm close to the intersection of Eglinton and Dufferin on a side street. Side intersection of Hopewell and Jimmy Wisdom Way. Okay, well, sirens have certainly taken over this video so far. In fact, I'm going to try to walk up here to avoid that noise so I can have a decent video. Oh, red heart. You see a lot of them in East York. So yeah, hello. I have a new phone now, so hopefully the quality for this video will be a lot better, picture-wise and audio-wise. My videos I was recording before was on my, well, the first one was on my iPhone 12, which was stolen, and the rest were on my iPhone X, which was dying and finally did die. One day I just woke up and it wouldn't turn on. So I got a new plan, and yeah, I still have to get my gimbal and the wind protection devices, but it's the next step forward. I currently just looked at an apartment, actually, as I currently reside in Scarborough, to rent. Not sure if I want to take it though. There were some issues, but I'll keep on looking. I'm just glad to get the hell out of Scarborough, so yeah, we're gonna take full advantage of being in this area. So what I'm gonna do is take a right at this next street and continue on Eglinton. I just wanted to get away from those sirens, and I think I finally pulled that off. Yeah, so notice that my couple of my recent videos have gotten like hundreds of views. Not so much my walking ones, so apparently the shopping thing is like blowing up. I'm not sure that's primarily what I want to make my channel about, but I will dabble with that for sure. But you know, I'm grateful for any views or any subscribers I get. I'm at a whopping 9 subscribers right now. But you know, a month ago I had 1, so it's a step forward, and I didn't have hundreds of views on my videos either, so you know, hopefully this will turn into something. I will try to keep up more consistent content. I'm just currently in between a lot of things right now, but I'm not going to talk about my personal life because this is not what this is about, so I will be taking a right here. Ooh, I should have worn my gloves. I think I forgot to say the temperature. I do not currently know it. I believe, oh yeah, sorry, it's minus 6 degrees Celsius. With the wind chill though, it's feeling more like 13. For some reason, I thought that I wouldn't need my gloves when I left my apartment because I actually felt kind of warm, but apparently it's a lot more chilly over here than it is in Scarborough. So I'll be taking a right at Times Road, and I'll be walking along Scarborough, Eglinton, brain fart. I'm gonna switch sand here. I'm gonna try to tough this one out. I'm not gonna let the coldness stop me. Oh wow, there's quite the emergency going on. Ambulances, police. Haven't seen a fire truck, but I don't have enough visibility to know if there is one at this location or not. I wonder if when I get up to Eglinton if I can see any action from there. I guess I'll have to find out. Turn of the sirens. Yikes. So yeah, really excited to get back into this again. I want to expand more areas of Toronto, but also in future content, I probably want to do other cities as well. Hamilton is one that I used to live in, and it's not a city that I would ever want to live in again, but I know so much about it, pretty much from back to end. It's a very gritty, sort of almost like the Detroit of Canada type of city. So if you're looking for gritty cities to have a tour of, that will be the one to go to. So keep your heads up. And also, it's the first time I'm saying this, and I'm starting to get subscribers. Please turn on your notification bell if you want to hear my newest updates, so you don't forget about me. Much appreciated. Yeah, it's a pretty nice, well, some nice residential streets here. There seems to be like a townhouse complex over on the other side of that fence there. And these seem like some pretty decent, maybe middle-class homes. You could define if there even is a middle class anymore, but you know, these people seem well off compared to some other areas I've seen, especially where I reside. And that looks like almost like a Hummer or a Jeep. The way it's covered up, I would say a random SUV, but it has that sort of boxy sort of passenger compartment shape. So I guess I'll never know, will I? So when I come up to Eglinton, you'll see there are a lot of, well, it's a business sort of street. Mostly these are not residential, business sort of locations. You might see some residential apartments here and there, but that will not be the dominance of this stretch of Eglinton. I used to actually live at the intersection, well, close to the intersection of Bathurst and Eglinton. So this area isn't foreign to me. But that was a few years ago, so I'm sure a lot has changed since then. That almost looks like a Cybertruck. Well, from the peripheral view. I'm actually seeing more and more of them pop up now. It used to be like spotting a blue lobster, but now it's more of a common sight. I guess more of them are getting manufactured and sold in Canada. So okay, so we got some restaurants here. We got Beren Restaurant and Cafe. Never heard of them, but so an alleyway there. Oh, okay, I'm really regretting not wearing my gloves now. Like, the temperature isn't so bad, it's the wind chill that's getting me. So we got some interesting businesses here. Mostly, these are all obviously independent. City Super Deals. looks like a bargain store or... Love the strobe lights. I don't see how that's necessary when you're closed, but I can't say I hate it. It's pretty cool. Got a family tree. Seems like a... Well, it says variety grocery store. I almost thought it would be a supplement or herbal supplement store, but... Whalers Connection. Looks like a barber shop. I used to go to this pizza all the time when I wanted to take a stretch. When I used to live at Bathurst and Eglinton, though, there is a pizza. I'm not sure if it's still there now because businesses close down all the time. But it was only about a 5-10 minute walk up the road. And look at this person. You have a cool jacket. That's so cool, man. Look at this dude, man. He's flying. A lit up jacket? Are you kidding me? Ballin', dude. We got, yeah, there's a lot of Jamaican people around here. It's a Jamaican culture area. Rastaflex. Actually, I used to walk by a place that sold jerk chicken. Oh, they were cooking it in the barbecue right on the street. Every time I walked by it, oh my god, it made me so hungry. So good. But also, this is an area with maybe some people rough around the edges. Probably actually more west, but yeah, you know, it's not too bad, honestly. You see a lot of, you know, decent folks around here, as I'm seeing right now, so I'm not going to try to criticize the community around here. And here we are. We got Oakwood. I guess this is going to be part of the LRT when they open in 2020. Well, probably 100 years from now. 21, 23 maybe. They've been going on forever, but here we see a good view down Oakview Avenue. I'm not sure if I've ever walked down there. I've walked by it, but never down there that I remember. I'm seeing more and more of those electric buses. Apparently, the TTC says by 2040, they want all their buses to be electric. So, you know, TTC isn't infamously known for keeping their promises, but we can hope that could be a possibility. And there's hybrid electric, so you know, they're making their way, they're making their transitions. Hybrid is still better than just full straight up emissions, right? So so I do not have a planned destination right now. I just wanted to walk along Eglinton. I might have an idea though of where I'm going to be probably making a right. So I'll keep that in suspense for now. It's for Taylor's. Menswear formal rental. Well, if you live near the Eglinton Oakwood area and you need a tux, you know where to go. And this place just says toque. Oh, how times have changed. It's toque, man, come on. Yeah, so many of these independent businesses, like these mainly restaurants, food places. You've got this entertainment kitchen here. West Indian Canadian dishes. Well, it's funny because you have another one here. Maybe that was the old location. And you have a spa and hair salon in between. You have the seafood bubble tea. That's an interesting combination. Got king crab, grilled salmon, shrimp no shell. Because honestly, who eats shrimp with shells on? If you do, stay away from me. Mussels, snow crab, whole lobster, lobster tails, grilled chicken, shrimp. Well, if you love your good majority of seafood, I guess this is the place to go in this area. I'm gonna creep in there. Yeah, not really much to see, is there? Alrighty. I think I'm gonna put my hood on. That old north wind is not letting up. By the way, I'm vape. I smoke cannabis, but never during my recordings. I legally could, but I just think it's unethical. Maybe if I wanted to entertain people one day and they want to see a joint smoking video, I don't know. Maybe I'll entertain that, but I have no future plans for that. Another barber shop. And yeah, like there's a countless amount of small restaurants here. Hot pot restaurant. And I think you got a cannabis sector here. Open 24/7. No, that would have to be a dispensary. I don't think you're allowed to be open 24/7 according to Ontario laws. And there's a lot of dispensaries around that will try to use the indigenous thing. You know, you're on our land, and they'll put that up. I've seen this at numerous dispensaries saying you cannot invade us, but I'm not sure how well that'll hold up in court. To be quite frank with you. So let me just see if they have that sign, or if this is a legitimate place with an Ontario license. Yeah, I'm starting to get that feeling that it's one of those places. No ski masks allowed in the store. Well, I would hope not. Wow. No ski masks. Let's look at this menu in here. Wow. $4 an ounce for 20. Wow, I see more than I can count. Purple sherbet, pink gelato, Bubba Kush, Mob Boss, Greasy Runts, BC Bubba. Oh, the list goes on. Pink Zombie Kush. I've heard of Pink Kush, but never Pink Zombie Kush. And it tells you the THC percentage. Like, I'm looking for the highest one I can find. 28, that's pretty damn high. Yeah, it starts from 24 and goes to 28. Knocked me off my ass, that's for sure. Whew. Yeah, I don't really have as much of a tolerance as I used to. When I was in my younger days, I smoked all day, and it's just like, yeah, not so much anymore. I smoke at nights, and that happens with age, right? You know, I dabble, but you know, I wouldn't classify myself as a stoner or anything. I just dabble in cannabis now and then. And it's really honestly a friendly thing, you know. It's better than drinking to me. It's better than smoking cigarettes. You know, there's no proof that it affects your health. Maybe because you're the carcinogens from smoke, but other than that, there's other ways of ingesting it. I just think it's a very friendly thing that it's been given a bad rap for way too long, and I'm glad that it's legal, at least here. Now here is the place I'm talking about. Well, not the specific place, but they're gonna have that sign. It's exactly what I was talking about right here. This is definitely a dispensary. They are not legally authorized. So this is their excuse for not getting busted. Like I say, I don't know how this will hold up in court. I may or may not have been to a dispensary recently, and I may or may not have an opinion thinking their weed is actually better than the government's. I don't know. It makes you wonder what the government's actually putting in there, but all right, that's enough weed talk. So I'm at Marley Avenue. All right then. (32C) Eglinton West, 32A Eglinton West to Ranforth Station. I don't know how many buses, TTC buses, that the TTC actually has in all of the Toronto area, meaning routes, but I would say probably in the close, maybe 200, maybe even more. I'm not sure, I have to look that up. And I think that was the same one I saw earlier that almost like from a glance looks like a Cybertruck. When you actually look at it, obviously, the shape is much different. But yeah, it's a pretty unique design for the Cybertruck. As far as politics and everything go, and Elon Musk and Donald Trump and everything going on right now, I'm going to keep that to myself. I don't believe talking about politics really helps anyone get along. I think politics really do divide us. And literally, I don't care where you stand. Just as long as you respect me and I respect you, and you know what, we don't even talk about it, then that's fine with me. But yeah, people have gotten way too heated over politics, and for solid reasons, but you know, at the end of the day, sometimes it's better just to not pay attention. And that's what I'm doing right now, is not paying attention. I have my own issues. Hey, what have we got here? One united community. Now look at the size of this place. I'm not sure if it's, let's see what that says up there. Beth. So the branches are kind of covering what I, Beth, S-H-O-L, Beth Shalom. That was the name of the founder, I'm not sure. But look at the size of this place. It has church-like windows. I'm assuming there has to be some sort of religious base to this. But it's just massive. Even compared to your average big churches, it's still massive. And the entrance almost looks like it's something for like a condo or something. I'll have to Google that later. Toronto Police Division. Trying to see what number of division that is. 13 division, I believe. Which is weird because 14 is so far from it. 14 division is kind of like near Christie Pitts, I think. So I don't know how they arrange numbering these divisions. Yeah, like my eyes aren't the best and those numbers are very small, but I think that says 13. And we have Eglinton West here. And honestly, I think it's St. Clair West to Eglinton West. That's the longest stretch of any two subway stops in Toronto being apart from each other. I've timed it. Honestly, to get from St. Clair West to Eglinton West takes about at least maybe a good 3 minutes, maybe a bit more. Where the average stop is usually about 45 seconds. 45 seconds to a minute. So it's a very long stop from those two. So, and obviously because I'm still quite a ways from Bathurst, and then when you get to Bathurst, it's probably at least an hour walk from Eglinton to St. Clair, maybe 45 minutes. So I'm just gonna cross here. Well, yeah. Whoa, don't hit me, please. Because I'll have to cross here eventually anyways. Okay. Break on through to the other side. I believe we're seeing access to the 401 over here. People wanting to make their way onto Eglinton. Cedarvale. This is another part of the LRT. And this is a neat little park that I used to go to when I used to live with my girlfriend at Bathurst, Eglinton. sometimes we would come here and just crack a couple cold ones and just, you know, maybe have some sandwiches and just talk when it was summer, obviously, not during the winter. But it was a cool place to go to, and you know, usually isolated too, because there weren't usually a lot of people around here. And I remember going to that long table very many times. So yeah, very many times. Don't you want grammar like me? But no, it was always a cool chill spot and wasn't too far. I think I'm dawning upon Bathurst soon, and that will probably be where I turn, or should I keep going? Decisions. So until I make myself bigger in the community, I don't want my videos to be too long. I think that's a privilege you have once you start to really blow up and get more subscribers. Because honestly, if you're just getting to know this person and his content, I think it's a lot of patience to watch a 40-minute video. If you're used to them, then yeah. Well, that's just how I think. That's why I think the short 3 to 4 minute videos of my grocery shopping blew up, because it was quick and to the point. So what I'm probably gonna do, in fact, yeah, I'm gonna go to Bathurst and I'm gonna cut it off there, and I'm gonna decide what I record next, because this will not be the end, but I don't want it to be too dragged out. So yeah, that is consensus, and I'm gonna see what else I can observe until I get there. Cool staircase. Interesting pink and blue cross. I wonder what this place is. Well, you can have a great business meeting in there. Huge ass TV. Shows some presentations too, and the laptop is still on. F plus K. I almost read that as fuck. Chartered professional accountants. Well, guess they're accountants. And I guess that's a continuation. Some cool abstract art. Animal clinic. I'll never get mad at seeing an animal clinic, because, well, I just love animals and animals rule. The pink room. That's about. And I'm sorry if you're hearing the wind right now. Oh, that wind is blowing. What the hell was he honking at? There was like no one in front of him. Pretty nails. Wizard of Eyes. I don't know. Wizard of Eyes, oh I guess. Glasses place, that would make sense. So I am sneaking up towards Bathurst. not quite like the next set of lights, maybe 2 more after that should be my destination. Whew. Wow, that wind chill is kicking my ass right now. It was like, I don't know, maybe because we're further from the lake in Scarborough, there wasn't really much of a wind chill at all when I left. But now it's like, whoa. If I would have known it was going to be like this, I would have definitely put on more layers. Approaching Glen Cedar Road. Ludi Patootie. Funny name. Your party people. Well, with a name like that, you must be partiers. Foodies, Indian, and Hakka cuisine. Ooh. I'm trying to look for anything that's familiar that I remember from living around this area. There's a Baskin Robbins. You don't see many of them anymore. A franchise that is sadly dying off. And they're open, which is interesting because who really eats ice cream in the winter? Honestly, like, you'd think it would be a seasonal thing. Like, there's a Dairy Queen that's seasonal. That's kind of near the intersection of Danforth and Warden, I think. You might have to correct me on that, but so yeah. But you know, besides that, you know, Baskin Robbins is infamous, obviously. Saved in time, so I hope they don't go under. Subway I don't care for, but oh, don't worry, they'll survive until the next millennium, let alone the next century. They seem to only get more and more popular. And honestly, I am not a Subway fan. I definitely prefer Mr. Sub, which is a Canadian franchise. Way, way better. But, you know, yeah, I certainly have my opinions when it comes to food and franchises. I'm call me stupid. I don't know how to correctly pronounce that. Pizzalio. But no, I've gone to them a few times, especially when I used to live here. And they're pretty good. There used to be a Mama's Pizza, and they're still there. Yep. Okay. I figure with direct competition across the street, one of them eventually went out of business, but no, Mama's is still there. And honestly, I prefer Mama's, but I ain't gonna get mad at them either. Both expensive. And what do you know? They're hiring. Maybe I should send my resume. Swiss Chalet. Something not really dying off, but maybe something you're seeing less of is Swiss Chalets. KFC's too, actually, when I think about it. So this is definitely Bathurst at the next intersection. And that Tim Hortons in the corner there, which obviously is a downgrade, used to be a Starbucks. So that is one thing that has changed. Yeah, Starbucks is expensive, but you know, every time I get a brew from Timmy's, I always feel like I want a second. I get one from Starbucks, I'm good. No second required. And we got the infamous oh my God, I'm stumbling my words all over here. Shoppers Drug Mart that I constantly used to go to frequently, but I would always compare prices with Rexall, because they're obviously right across the street, and again, in direct competition, just like the other pizza places. And there's the pizza that I used to frequently go to, which was much closer than the other one. And that Dollar Smart is still there. Because I moved here right when COVID started. So I thought, you know, small businesses like this, COVID would have instantly rubbed off, but well, they survived. In fact, since we're talking about the COVID years, there was this infamous place called Vesuvio's, and the people that know, they know. COVID hit them too. And in 2020, when I heard on the papers that they're being shut down, I actually went with my girlfriend. We went 2 days in a row. And honestly, we should have waited the first day, because the second last day before they closed, the line was very long. It was probably about 50 people. So we're like, no, let's just go tomorrow. But that was a stupid decision, because when we went on the last day, it was honestly the longest line I've ever seen in my life. It went around a city block. Like, there was a good majority of those people that probably didn't even get their pizza, because they closed at 9 o'clock, and there wouldn't have been enough time to serve all those people. And I'm surprised that they actually went under. You think that lineup would have saved their business alone. But I remember going to them as a kid all the time when I used to live in that area back in the 90s. And it really sucked that I couldn't try them for the one last time because of the circumstances. But, you know, I'll never forget you, Vesuvio's. Rest in peace. And this condo is new. I think these are two different condos. Neither of these were here in 2020. So I am trying to remember what was actually here. My memory is like deteriorating as I get older. I've only walked by here 100 times. You think I would remember, but you know, I don't know. I'll have to Google it. And they were having construction here non-stop, building that Forest Hill station. It was just a nightmare. There was constructions at all four corners. It was just slowest intersection ever. Yeah, this is all new. None of this was here. Starbucks, a huge Starbucks, by the way. Maybe that's where the old Starbucks, where the Tim Hortons place moved to. That would make sense. And a lot bigger. Huh, huge. Wow. Okay, so I'm here. Before I end this video, I'm just going to take a quick turn down here. And, well, the building that I used to reside in is now demolished. So I'm just going to walk by that lot, which isn't too far. It's about 2 minutes up the road, and that's it, to see what it's replaced. Or if anything's been replaced at all. Yep, well, they're still doing construction here. Huh. I wonder when they started this project. Wow, I'm almost 40 minutes into this video. I wasn't even paying attention at the time. As I say, I want to make shorter videos. I make a 40-minute video. Okay, well, that's why I'm cutting it off. But I think I probably will walk down Eglinton to Bathurst Station. And that's probably another hour walk, but I used to walk that way all the time, especially to St. Clair. Sometimes when there was nothing open in the middle of the night, I would walk down to a gas station, which was about a 30-minute walk. And not convenient, but you know, sometimes it's the nature of the beast. Okay, so this building right here, I'm trying to make 100% sure if this is what replaced it. Another condo. This appears to be it, yeah. Because I always remember the other building next to it. So yeah, the building that used to be here, much smaller. Yeah. Yeah, it was right here. So, like, to give you perception wise for the size of it compared to this new condo, I would say it started around here and it ended maybe around that pillar right there. And it was maybe about a floor or two shorter. So They completely use all of this land property. And yeah, they extended it definitely, because I remember going to the side here and putting on my trash at the side of where the building used to be, and there was a lot more lane space. And I think it's only a matter of time before this is torn down too. Like, come on, look at it. Everything is condos now, right? So, and this is clearly an old, tattered building itself. So I don't know how much time this building has left, but I think its end is coming soon. 1996. Okay, so now 41 minutes and 15 seconds. I am at the intersection of Bathurst and Dewborn Avenue, and this is where I'll be cutting this off. For now, I'll have to decide what I'm going to do next. Ooh. So, to anyone watching, thank you. I will upload more content more frequently, as much as I can, to get into this community and have my channel grow as much as possible. Take care of yourselves, and until the next one.